Hello and welcome back. Now this is a little update video on the Pontiac C10 because, let's be honest, since the last video it's been over a month since I filmed it. Now y'all saw it recently, but it's been a while since I filmed it. And to be honest, obviously I went to the Nationals with a lot of things preventing me from working on the truck lately. Part of that's the weather. It's been hot everywhere. Been consistently pretty much over 100 degrees for a while, and if it wasn't, it was raining there for a while. I tried to work on this truck, the S10 Blazer, and it seemed like on Friday, Saturday it rained there for a little bit. We were in the weekend, couldn't work on them, and then it'd get hot again on the weekends if it didn't rain. So this metal carport, working on it, kind of like being inside an oven under here, pushing it out into the direct sunlight in that weather where it was, with our humidity and you know what it felt like and all that, is 115 to 120 sometimes. So it's consistently 110 to 115 a lot, felt like. So, and even right now I'm already starting to sweat, and it's like 80 something degrees, but 86% humidity, which I was like, oh, it's pretty decent this morning. Decent enough to probably go out and try to do something like painting one of the bedsides or something, and saw the humidity with 86%, and I was like, nope, not gonna work. So had a lot of things stopping me. Obviously, like I said, the guy that does my windshields or glass, his health hadn't been good. He's not gonna be able to do it. Gotta find someone else. Probably go to my aunt's body shop and see who they get to do their glass. See if he'll come out here, because he goes to the body shops. He travels. So I don't see why he wouldn't come here. But that still requires me probably finding the glass I need. I want something that is a slight tint. Looked on Summit, they had a green tint. I want a grayish tint. I want it made that way, but still looking for the glass. Then at least interior could go in, which, again, I don't want to put interior in. I'm sure most of y'all feel that way. All I got is this car cover. It's just going to get nasty in there. I don't want any of the new interior messed up. Now, speaking of the Nationals earlier, I told you I was going to do something different with the trim. I thought about robbing the trim off the long bed because it's got a nice trim on the back, but I just don't feel like drilling holes in that one and ruining it. I might as well just let it go with the truck because it looks good on there. But this is what I come up with. See the arrowhead? Best place for it. I wanted it centered, but I have two of them. I can't remember if they're 64 or 65 emblems now, but one's bigger than the other. Even the smaller one, it would still like encompass and overhang, and that wasn't gonna work. The Pontiac emblem is perfect. I like it. And of course, I kept the 400 emblem. Kind of repolished it a little bit. And yeah, I got a couple of holes here and there, but honestly, I think it'll be fine. I'm still gonna drive it around and work out of it every day and drive it daily, and it's not gonna be a show truck. Now, something else I got at the Nationals is this right here. Yep, 200 R4 case. Scored that for 50 bucks. Yeah, it has no internals, but let's be honest. Everything was gonna go in it aftermarket anyway. And then when I brought that to the pits, Darren Brandow went, oh, I wish I would have known. I would have brought you the 204 I'm wanting to sell. So we talked about it. We're working out a deal on that one, and hopefully everything goes good, and I'll have a built 200 R4 that was built to handle quite a bit of power. The only thing I'll probably have to change is the valve body on it because it's got a reverse valve body. I'll put a standard an upgraded standard valve body in it, and changed the seals because it was rebuilt, never ran, never even had fluid in it. Everything should be good. It's over in California. It's just getting it here. And there's actually a story behind it which I thought was really cool, which when it comes down to it, and if I can get it here, I think I have some people tell the story about it because I think some of y'all find it interesting. And as far as the interior, I actually picked up a set of sport style seats here in town that were used for like 60 bucks. I was going to use for mock-up. And if y'all remember, I had the Blazer brackets. Blazer seat brackets. I have a full-size Blazer. Yeah, about the same year model as this one, but you know the floors are all the same. I was going to modify to fit because the brackets on the outside are pretty close, and then the brackets on the inside of the seat, I could just bend, cut, weld, fabricate, and get it set like I want. Come to find out, those seats, those sport seats, well, the Blazer brackets are not wide enough for it. So I'm like, okay. Then I started looking because I was going to use those for mock-ups and put them in something else later. Because the ones I wanted to buy, there's two sets I was looking at, eBay set and Procar. And I started doing measuring on the ones I bought from Marketplace here in town. The measurements on the seat were different than the measurements from eBay and Procar. In fact, all three of them had different measurements. So now in order to build the brackets and all that, I'm going to have to wait till I get the seats I want and then build a bracket to them instead of buying some cheap ones and building a bracket. That way I didn't have to worry about anything, and they could have sat in there, you know, the cheap ones that were already used, and wouldn't cause a problem. But yeah, that didn't go as planned. So now I gotta have more money to get going again, which the long bed here is still sitting here. It has not moved, so that's not helping any. That's been a while. The heat, and I guess the doctor's appointment's coming up, so I may or may not have surgery, and then that's going to put me out even longer. So unfortunately, this thing's been kind of put off on hold. A lot of reasons. I'm still trying. I'm still hunting down parts, still trying to make some money. Work doesn't help with that. I don't really have enough. Work does not pay enough. I'm sure most of y'all feel that way. Well, just a little update. I've made a little progress. Not a lot. Work, heat, weather. Well, heat's part of weather, but the rain, the humidity for trying to paint. It all just kind of adds up, and then money for finances on it. Trying to find parts, etc. It does take some time. Like I said, I was able to find some stuff at the Nationals, like the 200R4 case. The emblems I wanted, which the other emblem's going to go on the front. So I already have those emblems at least. Even though it seems small, but it's one more thing out of the way. Even though it's small, it's one more check mark off the list. So once I get the glass in, at least I know I can start the interior, and that's where I'm going to start hunting for glass, seeing what options I have. Maybe someone in town can order me one. Like I said, I looked on Summit. It comes in a green tint. I like to have a different tint than that. Don't really want the front glass to have an actual tint because the bubbling and everything, I like it to be made that way. That way, at least the front glass won't ever bubble on me. And I just need to go around, find options, talk to different shops, which there ain't many left here in town. Seeing what they have to offer, how much, and then finding a person to come in and put that one in the back glass. I can put all the seals in and continue on. But that's just me rambling. But this is a little update video, so I hope you enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching.